Alright, hey guys, and welcome to episode 8 of MCEternal, featuring the space update. ClassicDuff here. If you watch the building episode, this won't be that much of a surprise to you. Now, I did finish some stuff off camera. Got this nice little base here. I got some gecko cages, so we're going to have to go catch some geckos, get some fertilizer, and we've got all purified dirt in this area for growing specific plants. Now obviously we can't grow every plant, so I'm going to be able to focus on a couple of potions. I think, elixirs, I think they're called. Night vision, strength at least, maybe a defense one, maybe a speed one. But anyhow, before we can get to that, we need to catch some geckos. And what better time to do that than while the sun's up. So cool. Now I saw a gecko. I see a gecko. Which can be really easy to catch since he's in the water. Nice. One gecko. Catch you. No. That'd be cool actually. Now I saw that snail. Got him. Right, one gecko down. We're gonna need many. So what you do, once you've caught yourself some geckos, is you crush up the plants. Not the plants you get with that scythe thing. So like the plant flowers or the katana blades or tail blades, whatever they called that thing. And be carrying that. And then you test it on geckos. And once you've tested it on the gecko, some things happen to the gecko. Sometimes they don't survive. But you find out what properties or what aspects those flowers have. So we'll do that. Actually, I don't know if I've got any of that red flower. There is a champion fish, but that should be okay. Once you know the aspects, then we can start working towards actually brewing a potion, which I'll have to brush up on, to be honest. I think I've done it once. I don't even know if I made a good potion. So I think you can do it wrong, like if you leave it cooking for too long, or something like that. You actually end up with bad effects. Oh, I thought I heard something different. So cool. I don't think those guys actually drop anything useful. Or do they? Let's find out. Hey. 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 Alright. Hey. Come here. Come here. There we go. Oh, he does. Actually, is that... I might already have some of them. Anyway, that's cool. That's cool. Now, wasn't there a red flower? There was. I don't know if I have this. We don't want to harvest it with the sickle, because we might want to grow more of them. Cardinal flower. I think I do have some of them. Alright, that's cool. Alright, we're back. Just teleported. And we have a bunch of geckos. So, let's dump off some of this stuff. Probably add it to a collection of boats. Very handy. Let's drop off some of these geckos in the cages. Nice. We've got a couple more in here as well. Probably got more if I didn't have so much junk, but there we go. Now, let's... This is what I harvested while trying to catch the geckos that kept hiding in them. So, grows. Now, this, I'm not sure if we can plant this. Count, this grows in the water. Interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have harvested this with shears. Because I can't plant it anymore. Alright. I mean, can you do this? No. I made a mistake with that sort of stuff. Alright, so if it's a plant growing in the water, it looks like your best bet might be to harvest it with the scythe immediately. And it will chuck this swamp tallgrass. Get that cooking up. We'll get our herb law book. This is what you need. And we're going to find out what things are on the swamp tallgrass. Now, what are we looking for? We really want... where was the bit? So this needs... oh dear. Freywin, Deunius, Unias, I don't know why the two eyes, Ordinius, Geoleergaz. Yep. Alright. So we give that. We've discovered something. It's going to be interesting. So we've gotten Selawin. Okay. Is that one of the things used in this? No. Okay, so far, not great. Right. So there, done it on 3 geckos. And now we have our ingredient info. Ground Taurus has Ordinus we need. Yoan, I don't think we need. Elixir of healing, elixir of strength. Tough skin elixir, that would probably be quite good. Combination of Azuin, Yuan, and Selawin. And what did our plant have on it? Selawin, Yuan. Okay, alright. So swamp tallgrass, probably not a bad idea. Haha, so I'm going to hang on to this. Ah, and yes, if you hold shift over it, it tells us, whoops, the amounts of each thing. So that's cool. Let's plant some more of that, and I think this will spread to the other areas. Now, obviously this is going to be a pretty time-consuming process. Trying out plants, finding out that maybe they have what you want on them, because they might not necessarily. Swamp tallgrass, this would be an easy one. This is common as... ah. It's this stuff. Alright. Now, there is like a cooldown on these geckos, as in, you know, how long it takes them to recover after you test on them. And they will eventually die. I think you can normally try like 5 different things on them, although then again maybe it depends on Mr. Butterfly. Depends on what was actually on the plant you test on them. Okay, so now we've got a ground swamp tallgrass. Oh, right, that's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. All right. But if nettle were to give us something, yeah, we're already growing it. Let's test it. So, Gecko's muscles twitching uncontrollably. Gecko's scales seem to be glowing slightly. Never seen a healthier gecko, bursting with energy. Seems to be the last undiscovered aspect. Alright, so nettle. What does nettle have on it? Ordinus, Yeowin, Azawin. So it's got two the same, but it's got Azawin. So the only difference between the two is Selawin. Selawin. Right, do we need Selawin? Ooh, Azawin and Ordinus. So we can make an Elixir of Strength. I got a lot. Awesome. So we have we definitely want to keep growing nettle for our food. We should also wait. I wonder if flowered nettle gives you anything different. Let's give you like 2. That's the same. Alright, that's cool. That one we can't do. Cardinal flower we can do. So one for, I mean, we might as well just keep 1 for growing. Same with you guys. Keep 1 for growing. Keep 1 for growing. Nice. Oh, another day we could be adventuring, but we've got pre-adventuring stuff to do. Cardinal flower. That's bright red. Must be something good, right? Right. I'm gonna grind these up. We're gonna start testing them. And we'll see what we get. Actually, I might test them as we go because we've got to wait on the cooldown. So, back in a moment, and we should know some more about what flowers we want to be keeping. Alright, we're doing a lot of grinding, a lot of testing, gone through a couple of geckos, swamp tallgrass, and milkweed will give us everything we need to get strength and toughness. So, strength needs Azawin, and so does toughness. Toughness also needs Yeowin. Nice. Ground swamp tallgrass gives us Ordinus, which we need for strength. So strength only needs Azawin and Ordinus, so boom. With these two we can get strength. And toughness needs Azawin, Yeowin, and Selawin. Azawin and Yeowin. Azawin. Ah, so we've actually got the combination of these two gives us everything we need. Yeah. With nothing wasted, although we might end up with too much of certain things. I think these numbers, beside the aspect, is how much of it you get. Now, if I remember correctly, which I may not. Oh, it's also random. Could be interesting. If I remember correctly. Oh, and by the way, we are missing geolurgaz for our night vision. So we're 1 aspect away from being able to get Brew of the Cat's Eye. Yeah, this one here. We don't know where it comes from yet. So the fact that it says it's a tier 3 aspect makes me think maybe it's hard to find. That we don't need to remember that. This stuff we can't get yet. The alembic. We need this alembic, and we have plenty of this stuff. So to get an alembic, I don't know how many alembics we need. So alembic needs Pragrock and Octine. So alembic, and then we just need Dintrothist and some rubber balls. And we must make a few of these. Rubber's pretty easy to get, it's just from the rubber tree. So let's make some. So we're going to need 4 different aspects. Yeah, plus the one for making this thing. Perfect. So we have our alembic. Now the other thing we're going to need is this infuser, which needs fire underneath it. If you remember how fire works, between lands, you light moss on fire with octane, but it will just eventually go out unless you light the fire on peat. luckily our botanical garden area so having some performance issues at the moment. Need to restart. But let's put this here. Right, so we want fire. And we want a gap. So if we go peat, then we put moss down. Then we light that moss on fire. Hey. Set peat on fire. Yeah, see, we've been testing on some geckos. So this will stay burning. Now we don't want to place this directly on top because that'll put the fire out. Place this here and grab our alembic. Not that, no, wrong thing. Grab our infuser. Aha. Now this thing needs water. So let's make ourselves an infinite water source. Ah, don't be silly. We've got one through decorating. Now, I can't quite remember how this works. So let's have a go. So Ezewin and Ordinance. Okay, so we're going to have to do both of these. Let's put in one of them and one of them. Let's just see what happens first before we go too nuts. So you right click to stir, and I believe if you leave it sitting for too long without stirring it, I think it burns it, and you end up with a gas cloud. What I don't remember is how you know when this is ready. Oh, so that... I think that's good. I mean, do we keep going? Or if you cook it too long, does that do something? Let's, how do we just put it in? So we don't do that. Do we just grab a bucket and it gives us... No. Okay. So something's happening. Somehow we use this. I think. I don't think you... No, that isn't. We just have to wait for this to be done. Alright, you shift right click. Shift right clicking does it. It started evaporating and I was very confused. So now we put this in. This thing. And I think we wait for this to be done. Well, let's just do two of each. So this has got the ordinance, which we use only a little bit of. So probably don't want to put too much of that in. Alright. And this is stirring, this is doing something. Yep. Aha. So this is done now. Oh. Ah. You can't do that. Unless we need more than one. Infusion time 0 seconds. But the longer you infuse it, the longer, the more infusion time you get. What does that mean though? Oh, is it more potent if you let it evaporate? I don't know how it works. But I just let him attack me. Nice. Oh. Okay. So the gas was from that at burning away. Oops. Okay, well, I guess we won't find out what was in that thing. What longer infusing did. It sounds like it should be more potent the longer you leave it, but just don't do what I did and leave it for too long. Now this is stop smoking. Does that mean we got some Yaowen? Got some Azawan. That's empty. Azawan, Yaowen, Salawan. Ordinus. Now. I'm not sure how you then combine this. Ah yes, that's what I was trying to do. We can harvest this. We got it back. We got the floor. Nice. So just that little bit of latency while it does its thing. Alright. Cool, and then we can chuck this bucket in here. Let it do its thing. And we'll eventually end up with potion stuff. Alright, I'm going to have a quick read up. Because it'd be cool to make a potion, just to prove that we can do it. It'd be cool to end up with a potion for the end of this episode. Alright, back in a moment. Alright, I figured it out. The reason we got these instead of the potions is because they weren't a valid combination of the different things. So the plants we both used on both of them. The Grandson Tall Grass. If we're trying to make, let's say we're making strength, we need Azawan and Ordinus. This has Ordinus. But Yaowen and Salawan are not part of that. Oh, this is also going dry. I don't think you want to let that go dry. So, anyhow, for strength we need only Azawan and Ordinus. And what you do is you put in the Azawan and the Ordinus. And now we keep stirring this. And it should change colour. We're going to want more buckets. We don't want to let that boil. It's changing colour. Does that mean it's done? I don't know if that means it's done. We don't want to do it too long. Buckets. Give me some buckets. So, I mean, that's blue, but is it done? We got one. Got one. Fusion time, 54 seconds. Okay. Oh, I got too much junk. It's getting darker, which might be good, might be bad. So this is darker. Let's get another bucket of it. So this has given us a fusion time of a minute. So I guess the trick is to figure out... Ah, so red is bad. I think red is bad. Or is red good? Ah. Okay, so we've got different infusion times. So a minute 34 is too long or the perfect amount. They kind of look the same. Let's do one. I'll sort this drink out off camera. Okay, so assuming this will be not done. It's pretty slow. We definitely want more of those things in the limbic. Alright, so we need 4 of these. We need more rubber. We need more rubber. Alright, I'll be back once we've got rubber, because I don't think I have any more. It's nice to get a potion. Very nice to get a potion before we wrap up. Alright, back in a moment. We're ready. we're ready. This one's finished. Huh. That didn't work. So blue might be not long enough. Interesting. I think we're done. So, if what I think is happening has been what's happening, this will give us an aspect. This will give us an Elixir of Strength. 3.5 attack damage. That's pretty good. How many do we get? 1. Potency 1, duration 1. So I think the more Aswin and 1 makes it last longer, 1 makes it more potent. Yeah, so if I drink this. 2 minutes. Nice. No potion. Dirty. And the purifier fixes that. That's cool. I wondered what these were. I've seen them before. Awesome. Well, guys. Moonwalking. Moonwalking is difficult. Yep. We've done it. We have brewed some potions. We now have strength. Toughness is not going to be that hard to get now that we know how this whole system works. So soon, we should be ready to tackle this large dungeon. This has been a long one. Hopefully I've managed to edit it down to a reasonable length, but yeah, I've been going for a while. It's been a bit grindy, but it's been fun. It's alright. This has been ClassicDuff. You've been watching this video. Like and subscribe. See you guys next time for some more MCEternal, featuring a space update that you've not yet seen and won't see for quite some time. Maybe I should stop bringing it up. Yeah. Peace.